Hi guys, and welcome to episode 25 of Kent Walks. This episode we are exploring where the Beatles filmed Magical Mystery Tour in 1967, and also exploring the place where the term full tilt originated. So we'll find out a little bit more about that in a while. Welcome to Westmoreland. From the car park of Manor Country Park, head towards the entrance, passing through a gate on the left in front of a couple of houses. Cross the road and up another path passing to the left of St Leonard's Tower. At the road, cross straight over up a track between buildings to arrive at Fatherwell Road. Enter the field opposite and turn right following the field edge. At a cross paths, turn left and zigzag across open fields to the tarmac at Offham. Turn right along the road, passing the village green, and just before the playground, turn right into Peppingstraw Close. Veer left onto a footpath through Moorlands Wood, and then north over a field to Church Farm. Turn left down the road, and just before the railway bridge, turn right on a closed path. Meander eastwards to meet the outbound cross paths and turn left, then veer left through the trees to once again cross Fatherwell Road, slightly north of our previous encounter. Follow this path through the houses and maintain direction along Norman Road to Westmoreland High Street. Turn right through the town and left into Water Lane. Over a tiny bridge, turn right into Manor Park and follow the stream back to the car park. So this is St Leonard's Tower, and its origins are somewhat shrouded in mystery. It's thought to be the keep of a fortified residence built for Gundulf, which would date the tower's construction sometime between 1077 and 1108. Gundulf, who was the Bishop of Rochester and an accomplished architect, also founded the nearby abbey and built Rochester Castle, Cathedral and Abbey, not to mention the White Tower of the Tower of London and Colchester Castle. Busy chap. St Leonard's Tower was a 3-storey building, constructed of local stone, and would have stood at least 22 metres high. During the English Civil War, sometime around 1650, the tower was deliberately damaged to prevent it being used for military purposes. In 1782, the tower was documented as being in use for the storage and drying of hops. However, the antiquarian Francis Grose noted in 1783 that the tower was then called the Old Jail, recording that the abbey had used the basement as a dungeon and the upper stories as a prison for lesser offences. By the 1930s, local magistrates expressed concern about the condition of the tower and the risk that it might fall over onto the grounds of a neighbouring private asylum, endangering the patients, and it was taken into the care of the state. Now, this unusual Norman keep is one of the best examples of its kind and is managed by English Heritage. So here is another one of Kent's unique wonders. A wooden post, 6 foot high, and did have a freely revolving arm on the top. One end of the arm is flat, and from the other hangs a heavy weight. This is a quintain, and is the only one of its kind in England still to be in its original position, although it was temporarily removed for safekeeping during the Second World War. Essentially, this strange-looking post is a practicing post for jousting. In the age of chivalry, the horseman rode full tilt at the quintain, with his lance extended, and the object was to strike the flat end, or eye, and gallop on before the rider got taken out by the swinging weight on the other end. Tilting the ring, as it was called, was a tournament sport in the 17th century, and is where the expression full tilt came from. Westmoreland is probably best known for its airfield, where during the First World War the area was used as an emergency landing ground and its role in aviation history began. It became a private airfield in 1930 and named Maidstone Airport in 1932. In 1940, the RAF acquired it as part of its Fighter Command Crucial 11 Group and was home to as many as 4 day and night fighter squadrons at a time. The base was active in missions over France and Germany, as well as intercepting Doodlebug flying bombs launched towards London from the French and Dutch coasts. RAF Westmoreland was not fully operational during the Battle of Britain, having suffered from several damaging bombing raids, but it did play an active part in the later stages of the air campaign. On the 27th of April 1941, No. 29 Squadron, flying Bristol Beaufighters, arrived for their first tour of duty. One of the squadron's pilots, Guy Gibson, VC, later an officer commanding 617 Squadron on the Dambusters raid, said, "Of all the airfield in Great Britain, Westmoreland is the most pleasant." The airfield remained in use until the early 60s as Britain's premier night fighter station, and then became home to several squadrons of the US Navy. In 1964, the US Navy transferred and Westmoreland was returned to the RAF. In 1971, the Ministry of Defence put the land up for sale, and the site was bought with the land development in mind and is where we now find the parish of Kings Hill. If you visit Kings Hill today, you can see the original control tower, which has been refurbished and turned into a community centre and cafe, and there are many outdoor art installations commemorating the area's links with the sky.